I do whatever it takes to get good work as an actor. So if that takes me to go to a certain party, if that takes me to go meet a certain director that I'm fond of, I will do those things. I will not take any shortcuts.
I'm quite inclined towards it. I'm interested because I feel like it's we as the young blood of India, we need to do something for our country, and eventually, yes, I do see doing things, but I don't know when and how and whatever. We'll leave that to God. It's difficult every day because every new release, people are judging you. Every Instagram post, people are judging you. The way you are, the way you're walking on the street, people are judging you. It's a tough business, so I'm not going to glorify it and say it's easy. But yes, if you are here for the right reasons, which is the passion for cinema and the love for movies, this is the place for you. People say, yaar, that guy is from the film industry, usko easy mila hai, aapse zyada easy mila hai. But then I look at someone who probably is not getting 2 meals in a day. So my life usse zyada difficult nahi hai. Haan, to get somewhere where no one in my family has been there, I have to navigate this whole thing on my own. Yes, it's difficult. Hi, this is Neha Sharma.
Hi, this is Akshay Oberoi.
And you're watching us on
Zoom.
Hi, this is Amina Sheikh here, and with me today I have Neha Sharma and Akshay Oberoi as they are going to talk about something which is illegal in their lives. So join me as I welcome both of them on Zoom. Lovely to have both of you.
Thank you for
and
having us.
What is that one illegal thing you both have done in your lives?
Like literally illegal, nothing. I love to live by the law and I believe in it. So no. But ऐसे तो छोटी-मोटी चीजें जो घर पे करते ही रहते हैं.
Breaking signals, speeding.
Talking about illegal 3, you know, first season काफी लोगों को पसंद आया था, and Neha, I must say that, you know, the OTT debut for you was this one, and it's given you a different recognition altogether.
Yes.
Actually, you have worked in OTT, so you know how the format works.
Yeah.
So talking about illegal 3 and, you know, the series continuing, how different is it going to be?
Look, first of all, as you know, things don't reach to season 3 in our country ever. This is one of the few shows that have gotten a season 3. So that means we did something right, you know, because nobody puts money on a dying horse. That's just not the way this business functions. So I'm so happy that we're in a show that has a 3rd season, that it's gotten that kind of love and support. But I actually think this is a very good season. So I'm feeling very happy to promote it. Because I feel like we haven't let anyone down. You know, if it was like a bad show and it was badly written and we kind of knew that ये तो क्या कैसा receive होगा, I wouldn't be that happy sitting here talking to you about it. But I'm so happy that actually we've gotten this far and we delivered a good product.
What about you, Neha?
I think it's a whole new game, illegal season 3. Writing की जहाँ तक बात की जाए, from writing to the way we've done it, I feel Niharika's character's gone through a lot. There's a lot of dark side to her character in this season, and I feel like I've been saying this, I'm in my villain era. So yeah, I'm looking forward to how people take it, how the change is finally perceived by the audiences. Do they like this? Do they not like this? How do they see the characters moving on? Of course, every character has its own journey. There's a certain journey for Niharika. So yes, looking forward to that.
And it also talks about, you know, ambition, you know, for and the way you are ambitious in this one. To both of you, when it comes to ambitions, you know, what you really let go of and how it is, you know, when it comes to working towards your goals, towards your life. Sometimes do you become super selfish that you really don't care what's happening around you, or how it works otherwise for both of you?
Yeah, great question. See, I'm very ambitious, but I won't take a shortcut to get where I want to get. I want to get there for the right reasons. So all the steps I take are that I focus on the right thing, according to me, which is the craft, which is acting. I don't focus on all the other noise. I do whatever it takes to get good work as an actor. So if that takes me to go to a certain party, if that takes me to go meet a certain director that I'm fond of, I will do those things. I will not take any shortcuts. As Neha says all the time, you do the things that help you sleep at night. And look, I'm very, very ambitious. I love nothing more than to act. Being in front of a camera gives me a high like no other. But I won't ever do the things that make me sort of feel a little guilty about, you know, कि मैंने किसी का नुकसान किया या मैंने कुछ shortcut लिया. I don't want those, and I don't want that part of my story, because I know people tell a story about an actor when at the end of their career that look at all the things they've done. So sure, that रास्ता लंबा है थोड़ा to go about it with ईमानदारी, but I'm okay with that.
What about you, Neha?
I think हर आदमी के दो तरह से आप अपनी ज़िंदगी जी सकते हैं. So I'm nothing against anything. I feel like जो निहारिका का route है, where she's like I need to get here and I will get here. She's a driven woman. So I appreciate that in her. As a person, I don't resonate with that, of course. But I look up to what Niharika does in season 3 because I'm like, इस लड़की को पता है उसे कहाँ पहुँचना और कैसे पहुँचना, and she will do everything that it takes to get there. For me, I've been brought up a certain way, so my moral compass is a bit different, and I want to do things the right way to get to the right goal. अगर पहुँच गए तो अच्छी बात है, नहीं पहुँचे तो जहाँ तक पहुँचेंगे जो मैंने पहले भी कहा, I will sleep peacefully at night knowing I did my best. बाकी I totally believe in God. I'm a very spiritual person. I believe कि कुछ जो लिखा होगा वही होगा. God's got a greater plan for me, so I believe in that, and I think that's why I live peacefully.
But also, you know, as we talk about this, and especially acting being a career, it's not that easy, you know, just to be, you know, on that platter of, you know, being with so many actors around you. There are so many who are coming, who are trying to make a career. So many times as actors also, you all get compared to an XYZ actor or are said to follow a certain journey that, you know, to be at that peak. Or sometimes it's also like, you know, your one film which worked for you, sometimes which doesn't work for you, your failure is decided on those levels. Oh, he to came on Fighter, she to came, you know, with Imran Hashmi. Now where they are, oh, what, you know, they had a different clout altogether. Do you feel that pressure sometimes really, you know, doesn't stimulate well with how you condition yourself otherwise?
Yeah, you have to block all that noise out. It's noise. That's why I call it, it's just noise. So you have to just put it aside. You know, do what you need to do. Like I meditate, you know, I think that's one of the critical things to surviving in the business for me. So that helps me remember what I'm after. Sometimes when you read something or you hear something or people give you advice, first of all, the worst advice is to follow somebody else. We're all unique. We're all different. We all have our own story. All the things that make us tick are all very different. So the second you lose your uniqueness, you're dead, especially as an actor. So yeah, for me, it's keep the noise away. Focus on the job. There are a million ways to reach there. There is not one way to reach there. So you have to just remember that.
What about you?
No, it's not an easy profession. There's a lot of pressure, like you said. Of course there is. There's a new actor coming in every day. There are people, millions and millions of people who have one dream, and you know, they're all striving for it. So it's not an easy place to be. I'm grateful that I got here, and people have loved me for 15 years. So I love it. I'm very grateful for it, but I'm not going to say it's easy. It's difficult every day because every new release, people are judging you. Every Instagram post, people are judging you. The way you are, the way you're walking on the street, people are judging you. It's a tough business. So I'm not going to glorify it and say it's easy. But yes, if you are here for the right reasons, which is the passion for cinema and the love for movies, this is the place for you. Then like Akshay said, cut out the noise and focus on where you have to get. But I'm not going to say it's easy.
But as we talk about the layers, there are different layers also that, you know, the layers of friendship.
Yeah.
Having good friendship in the industry, you know, and to have that clout, which also helps in navigating a career path. But if you don't have that, especially both of you have come without a godfather in the industry as such, you know, you never had like as such a reliance, you know, even if you have a filmy background, or even if you have a political background, that doesn't really navigate. How do you scratch your life, you know, and how do you, you know, make that, you know, work from that scratch and, you know, make a life over there?
Listen, I'm not gonna, I don't know about Akshay, but I'm gonna say that, yeah, when they say struggle and all, I feel like it's a little, that is also overrated. When people say, yeah, that guy is from the film industry, usko easy mila hai, aapse zyada easy mila hai. But then I look at someone who probably is not getting 2 meals in a day. So my life usse zyada difficult nahi hai. To get somewhere where no one in my family has been there, I have to navigate this whole thing on my own. Yes, it's difficult. But when I look at people who are not getting meals to eat, my life's not difficult. So I see myself as at a position which is definitely way more gratifying than that. I had lots of reasons why I should be grateful. Of course, this is a line I've chosen, and this is not a line where my family's been there, where they can help me. And there's no godfather to also guide me. All these are problems, but this is my choice. I've come here with my own, this is my own decision. तो फिर तो यार, I have to deal with the pros and cons. And yes, it's easier if you know people because people help you. यार अगर मैं अपने गांव में जाके कुछ करती तो 4 लोग मुझे help कर देते because they know me, they want to help me. So I don't blame them, you know. But if this is a choice you've taken, you have to deal with all of that.
Yeah. What about you, Akshay?
Yeah, I totally 100% agree with what she said. And to add to that, मैं किसी के साथ ज़बरदस्ती दोस्ती नहीं कर सकता हूँ, मेरे सिस्टम में नहीं है वो. तो ऑर्गेनिक अगर दोस्ती हो गई तो हो गई. And I'll be a loyal friend till the end because I am a loyal person. But I can't just be like, yeah, ये मेरे फ़ायदे का है तो इसके साथ दोस्ती करनी चाहिए. If I strike a chord with somebody and it's genuine, so I can't play all those games. It's just not in my system. To those who can do it, hats off. Please come over and teach me sometime. It's not how I operate. So it becomes more difficult when you're like this. And when I mean difficult, I mean you don't have that instant gratification of you get it right away, whatever you set out to achieve. You will get it eventually. If you put your head down and work hard enough and focus on the priority, you will get it. Like मुझे 12-13 साल लग गए एक फाइटर में आने के लिए, but it took that much time to keep doing it until a big filmmaker like Siddhartha noticed and said, "Aja." So you'll get there. That's my advice to anybody who wants to come. You'll get there. It just takes a little bit longer.
Like you said also recently, like, it took you 12-13 years to just get recognized in the cinema industry, you know. And that's a long time. Even for you, Neha, like 15 years is a long time.
Yeah.
People know your work. It's not like they don't know you.
I hope
but
so.
Yeah, but in the current scenario, especially when it comes to social media, people are just quickly moving to, new things and all. And now there are so many people, the competition also belongs to the audience right now because they themselves want to be social media influencers. They're doing their own videos. So somewhere like I may be more attracted to see some humor versus like what I'm seeing, as art. It happens, for different people. So what do you have to say about that? And social media trolling, Neha, you have been targeted so many times for what you wear. As an actress, it's not an easy journey altogether.
Yeah, it's not. I don't even think it's easy for anyone who's in this line because you're constantly under scrutiny and speculation. And sometimes, of course, it's appreciation and positive, but there's, of course, the downside, which is all the negativity and hate and you being targeted for no reason. Yes, you have to deal with it, but this is the choice you've made. So yes, this is the choice I've made. I have to deal with it. Talking about influences in social media, I feel like somewhere there was a misuse. There are some people who I think are doing phenomenally well. There's a girl who's gone to Cannes, designed her own dress. I really appreciate that. And I'm like, wow, now that's someone who's worked hard and has talent and is in the right place for the right reason. I appreciate that. But I wouldn't say the same for everybody else because, it's very tricky. I think social media is a very tricky place.
What about you, Akshay?
I think everything starts from within. So you have to love yourself first. And if you really truly love yourself and not, the mind is a very difficult place to live in. Everybody's. So self-doubt and self-deprecation and a lot of like, I'm not good enough, I'm not this, I'm not that. And then you get trolled, I can only imagine how that can spin out of control. So everything starts from within. You have to love yourself, you have to love your world, you have to love the life and have gratitude like she said. And then all the other things kind of just, it's like a shield you create over yourself where no one can judge me. Sure, you're open to comment, you must comment because you have access to commenting. Please comment, but it's how I digest it is my own perspective on it. So
coming back to illegal, what is that, illegal thing I asked earlier? But I really want to know if you were ever in a relationship with anyone who had some illegal history. Could be a criminal because, of course, as we go by the storyline, was it ever like that with you?
No.
Neha?
No.
I would never go there.
No criminals in my...
We've not been brought up like
No.
No, you don't get to know. Like the person presents a certain, character in front of you and then you realize, oh my God, I was really dating.
Okay, let's put it this way. Yeah, like maybe let's put it this way. If like years had gone by and I felt like I truly knew the person and then I found out that 10 saal pehle kuch aisa hua tha, I would maybe at that point give the benefit of doubt that you're changed because people can change based on circumstances and experiences. But I think my first instinct would be like, pack kar loon kya, bhagna chahiye yahan se. So I think that's a scary thing. I don't know.
It would be very scary when the person's a criminal actually because it won't be easy to even get out.
Oh God.
But have you ever been trapped as such in a situation where you realize like this person is not illegal or like criminal but has some trait which is like a very backward trait?
I've never been, but I saw a story recently where this girl's running and this guy grabs her by the hair and pulls
please
her
don't talk
back.
about it.
So I'm like,
Don't
you
talk
know,
about it. That gentleman has been such a major part of my childhood because I
Yeah.
listened to that music.
let's not take names, but I'm just like, you know, it's just when I see such things, I'm like, sometimes you're not able to get out of a situation like that. And women, I feel more power to them when they try to get out of a toxic relationship. I feel like there has to be something that needs to be done right where, you know, there are other people who should come forward and, you know, help a person who needs the help at that point.
Yeah. Akshay,
I,
ever
lo-
been
I guess
trapped?
hearing this stuff, luckily I've been married happily for many, many, many years. So I haven't
But your
had to deal with
character
it.
was quite different with Rakul Preet. So
That's right, that's right. Wow, yeah.
was it?
It's a film called I Love You
I love you.
on Geo Cinema.
Cheers.
You're a bad guy.
No, actually a good guy. Pavel Gulati is the bad guy in that.
Oh.
Yeah, but it gets to dark places, that
Gets
film.
to.
Yeah, so I would love, that's the great part about acting. You can play all these parts without the consequences.
Yeah.
So you can be stuck in things that might be toxic, might be this as an actor,
But you always
living
get
that
out.
character, but you go home and you're out of it.
Yeah.
Being stuck in that, I have a lot of sympathy for people who are stuck in
Yeah.
toxic relationships because that's a terrible place. Sometimes you don't even, years go by, you don't even recognize that you're stuck in that place. So my power and hats off to anyone who's gotten out of that kind of a situation.
Neha, you recently also hosted a road show for your father, you know, and he's into politics. Did you ever think of, you know, going, you know, after acting, you know, choosing that career ever, you know, getting into politics?
Yeah, I'm quite inclined towards it. I'm interested because I feel like it's we as the young blood of India, we need to do something for our country. And eventually, yes, I do see doing things, but I don't know when and how and whatever. We'll leave that to God.
Yeah.
And we'll figure it when the right time comes.
I'd vote for her.
Would you prefer like getting into politics
No,
ever?
I want to be acting till my last breath. Like if I can physically say a dialogue and come onto a set, that's what I'd like to go off peacefully on a set.
And lastly, what are your upcoming projects you both are working on, focusing on?
You have a long list, so you go first.
I did a lot of work last year along with Fighter that I yet to release. So Broken News just came out. Illegal Season 3 is coming out soon. There's a film called Varchasva with Ravi Kishan. There's a film called 2014 with Jackie Shroff. There's a remake of a South film I've done with Vineet Singh, who's in Mukkabaz. There's a romantic film for Z that Ratna Sinha directed, who made Shadi Mein Zarur Aana. It's called Tu Chahiye. And I'm shooting right now for Sunny Sanskari ki Tulsi Kumari, which has been quite exciting.
Which is what I had to ask you. This
Yes.
was one of my questions. You're working with Varun and Janvi
Yes,
together. So how
yes.
excited are you for this
Oh,
one?
great, man. Varun's an infectious energy. Janvi's so beautiful. Shashank Khaitan is the director. He's so kind and so a lovely director. Like, I was telling somebody last night only, I mean, he really knows how to talk to an actor. Like, not every director, even sometimes the most successful directors know how to talk. An actor has a certain language that you have to kind of say to bring performances out. Shashank totally gets that. I've had a blast working on it so far.
What about you, Neha? What's next?
Looking forward to Illegal 3. I think it's a great new season. I've done a show called 36 Days, which I'm looking forward to. And once that's done, I'm going to start filming for a really interesting film, which June, July. So we'll talk about it when it's closer to that.
Lovely chatting with both of you. Thank you so much for your time.